everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ianette, and in this video I'm closing out my first paycheck of January. So this was from January 5th through January 18th, and I just wanted to show you how it actually looks now that I close it out. I showed you like me implementing all the numbers and everything and how much I had to pay, what my planned income was, my actual, all of that. So now I'm going to show you technically the actual amount. So my full-time job, I am a therapist. My full-time job, I got paid actually like $5 more than usual. So that was the actual. And then my private practice, I had planned $660, but a client did cancel. That happens a lot. So I ended up with $493. And then my insurance clients, I already know how much I'm going to get paid like 2 weeks before I even get paid. So that was the same. It was actual $642. So my planned income was $3,797. My actual was $3,635. And then one of you actually recommended me to highlight what I have already paid, because I had said that I like to check and I couldn't check mark like which ones I've paid. So I think highlighting helped. This one actually I need to input it because it says it's a difference of 38, but I actually did pay that one already. So as you can see here, the plan was $1,526 for bills. Let me add this one, and then I'll move a little. I'll sort of go over this a little bit more. So there we go. Okay, so there's no difference anymore. So it was $1,526, also the actual. It should match up because rent is the same. Rent is actually going to be going up by $300 each paycheck, so that's going to be interesting, but I'll deal with that later. And then my car payment is $337, car insurance, Squarespace, Zoom, Experian, all of that. And then my household, so I planned for 100, my actual was 59, so different was 41. Fuel 70, actual was 50, difference was 20, and then restaurant 25, the actual was 19, difference was 6. So it was supposed to be 195, ended up 127, difference is $67, which is actually pretty good because usually I'm like at the number. So I didn't really need many household stuff, but I'm thinking that this pay period I'm gonna need a lot more. Bills, it was the same, $1,042. Business taxes, I need to do that. There we go. Okay, business taxes, everything, all the savings, everything was $395. Actual was $688. Apparently. Wait, I think I put business taxes twice in here. Let me check. I did. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that I had added business taxes in there already. Okay, that helps. Okay, there we go. So it was still $488. I had planned 100 for our anniversary. It actually was I had 50, sorry, for our anniversary, but it was actually 100, so 50 difference. It's better to over budget, I guess, and under budget. And that was actually like $98 where we went to eat. So yeah, I would have been under. So yeah, so that was $448. And then the reason why I put anniversary here is because I do cash stuff for it. So that's still a savings that I am saving for it. So yeah. And then my transactions tracker. This is where I input everything that I got paid, every bills that I did, every thing that I like fund money. I spent $9 on that. Let's see, like these are all like home decor, $15, things like that. That I had to do with all my transactions tracker. So yeah, this actually really did help. And let's see, does it tell you? Okay, yeah. So my total transactions was 3,144. So I do have $491 left to spend, which I normally don't have that much left. I usually like to keep it at 0. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do that as a buffer for next paycheck or something. So I'm honestly just gonna keep that there in my checkings account. I just don't know. I'm just gonna leave it in there as that. Just because I don't want to not. with my clients, like for my private practice, a client can cancel that week and that means I just lost that income. Like for my full-time job, I mean, I have sick hours, vacation hours, anything like that. So if a client cancels, I don't technically suffer because I still get paid. If I call out, like if I'm sick or something, then I just use my sick time. But for private practice, I don't have that luxury. So if a client does cancel, I'm left with not having that income, even though that's what I had budgeted for. So it is a downfall when you do have your private practice, which is why I haven't gone full on private practice, because it's very inconsistent, especially in the summer vacation times, holidays, and the beginning of January and February, where the insurances are, people are getting their new insurance. They're, they have to pay out of pocket, all of that. So it is hard when that's going on. So I just rather have that money in a buffer so that I know next paycheck, if I am if one or two clients cancel, I'm okay. But let's look at the financial overview. So my bills accounted for 48%, my expenses 4%, my debt 33%, my savings 14%. I really want to get this debt down, so something needs to happen. My income was around the same, my bills, my expenses, debt, savings, subscription. So yeah. My plan and actual were around the same thing. My balance overview, I'm assuming this is how much I spend like per day. It seems here was the highest, and that was because I was also making bill payments and all of that. Let's see what else is here. So my needs were 52%, wants 1%, savings and debt 47%. Not too bad. Average daily income was $259. Average daily spending was $224. Yeah, not too bad actually. Chase is the only one that I really use, and account tracker, like withdrawal, deposit amount, things like that. I'm assuming that's if I do cash or something. So yeah, this actually did help, to be completely honest. But again, I am gonna do it a few more months to see if this is something that I still want to continue doing. And if I do, like I said, I'll put it down below in the description box, but give me a few months for me to kind of grasp onto this, because there's still a lot more tabs I need to play with and all of that. So yeah, but thank you all so much. I hope that this helps you all. If you do have if you are someone who likes to bi-weekly budget and not monthly budget like I do, just because, it is something that it's a preference and people budget differently and different things work for different people. But yeah, let me all know how you're all doing, how you all budget, and I will see you all on my next video. Have a great day. Bye.